Test, test, test. Hold on, guys. Having test, test, test. Hold on, guys. Having test, test, test. I don't understand why the mic. All right, so everybody should hear me over there. Sorry, I'm on YouTube, Instagram. God damn. All right, so everybody should hear me over there. Sorry. That's weird. I don't know why it blocked that video. That is odd. That is odd. All right, so we're up over 1,000 points today. I don't know how many everybody else is if you're in Discord with me in the TQQQ channel. So hopefully you're up a little bit, man. Always paper trade first. Almost everyone that has an opinion on trading is full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about. Trimming right now. Most people hop from idea to idea, strategy to strategy. They have very little consistency. You get a lot of people with a lot of opinions. Shit like indicators don't work. Oh, that dumb Forex YouTube bullshit. That's not what we want to do, man. Trimming this right here at 35.41. We've had a great run. I should have been adding shares, but I didn't. I think I'm down to 450. Yeah, down to 450 shares. So I'm going to trim small here because it looks like we're on a run. We had a little bit of a hit in the beginning. Yeah, I just went over a grand. So 1,000 points today. And we got about 222 of that is still open. So obviously we could lose it going into the close. Took some losses yesterday on how do you subscribe to Discord. You can't subscribe to Discord, man. You got to own my book first. You got to own my book, man. You're going to have to do something I know you guys don't like to do. It's called fucking work. So I don't want you there just because you have a subscription payment. I want you there because you actually might benefit my life. So if you're not going to benefit my life, don't come. That's kind of how it is, man. We're trying to get people there that help each other. So yeah, we have a live room where we trade around this. Quite a few people in there. Oh, Jesus, I don't even have the goddamn thing on. So running dual RSI here. I like to use two. These give us an idea of when the market's probably about to turn. It's also just a systematic way to lock in gains. Hopefully we can still hear me on YouTube. Let's pull up, here we go. Pull up our pattern. Most of you have it. Go over to thepetersreport.com. You can see I post everything I'm doing. Usually, it's delayed. We do it in Discord and by text first and within a day or two. Well, if you're in the Wealth Squad, stay there, man. You ain't going to be able to do both, man. You ain't going to be able to comprehend it. There ain't no point in having two. All you guys in all these different Discords, all that tells me is you can't fucking trade. Because if you could fucking trade, you don't need to be in all these Discords. And it also means you're not a good team member. You need to figure out which team you're on, man. And then, not that there's anything wrong with either team. I'm just saying you can't trade my way and somebody else's way. You can, but fuck off and get away from me. because I trade one way. That's it. I'm trying to master it. I ain't got time, man. I ain't got time in a day to learn all these different things, man. My goal is to make money simply. Buy here, trim here, sell here, cover here. Pretty damn simple, man. Okay, simple. Pick up bucket, carry bucket. It's that goddamn simple. A lot of people make it overly complicated. And, you're in all these things and all these. The only things I subscribe to are informational based as far as studying, as far as like fundamentals and stuff. Like, what these analysts think this stock is worth. To me, that's worth paying for because I need that fundamental information because I don't actually have time to read as much as I would like to read or study. So I'm willing to pay for that. But as far as alerts and signals, I don't need that. I track the same 200 stocks every day. So I know what they are, man. Like, and I put a code in there. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Let's pull up a new page. Let me show you something on stock charts here. Let's go to dashboard. Where is it at? Oh, so come over here. I know you guys love these. See where it says your scans? Where's it at? The money flow breakout. Unscan. And what that's going to do is pull up every stock of the 200 that I track that are doing a stage 2 breakout today. That's it, man. Walmart, Merck, Imran, Amazon, Meta, Las Vegas Sands, Coinbase. It's the only ones doing a 2. So that's a code you can set up, right? These are codes, syntax codes that you workbenches you can set up inside of if you just want to have one. Yeah, nothing wrong with just running it and then really quick go look at those and then work your way through. But I would not rely on scans, and I wouldn't run scans to look for unknown stocks. To me, that's crazy, man. Like, why would you? What would you going to do with that? You don't need to. I got 5 breakouts right there that I know, and I own those. Like, let me see. Let's check one of these. Okay, so coin, we all know that broke out, right? Let's pull up coin. Still watching the TQ over here. Big breakout, what I expected, sold off. That's what it tends to do. It went right into these crypto stocks is not the way to play crypto, by the way. Crypto is the way to play crypto. That's why I don't buy a lot of crypto stocks. It's just I already own crypto. These are always lagging it. Usually the stock will outperform the asset. Like oil stocks do better than oil. Gold stocks do better than gold. But when it comes to crypto, that's not the case, man. What was another one? Walmart. Let's see what's up with that. Yeah, see, got a breakout in Walmart. It actually appeared the last few days. But this would be way past a buy zone. I wouldn't buy that. So we don't have a lot in the way of breakouts. So when I run that scan it out of 200 stocks, I see 5 breakouts. What does that tell you? What's that tell you? So back to the live TQ. What does that tell you, man? That's the whole point of the whiteboard, is to expand your tiny little pea brain. We need to expand it past the Kardashians, football, masturbation, weed, all that stuff that you guys spend a lot of time doing. We have to expand it past that to be able to see big pictures, sector rotations, understand the business cycle, how interest rates work. But even if you're a day trader, man, even if you're a day trader, which is this, your brain can comprehend all of these things at the same time, right? You already do that. You already do a lot of things at the same time. Let's see. We got to get past this little resistance level right here. Now this here becomes a A zone, man. It's a little difference between a zone and support and resistance, or supply and demand zone versus support and resistance. There's a difference. And sometimes it's a slight difference. Oh, man. I know, man. I follow some of you guys on social. And then when you're on Discord playing video games, it tells me that. It shows me that. So don't give me no bullshit about you want to be a full-time trader, but you don't have enough money to trade, but you're in Discord playing video games. It's fucking ridiculous. And plus, you're past the age of like 25. So it's time to actually stop that shit and get your shit together. Let's see. So these become zones, man. These that's not so much support and resistance as a supply and demand zone right through here. Let's see how this plays here. Was that my guy's saying that's too much? Is that too much? He likes video games. It's one reason I fuck with him, because people around me really like video games. So that's why I fuck with them. But I'm richer than them and I don't play anymore. So that means I'm right. So fuck off. Let's see. They have time to play. I don't have time to play, man, because I'm trying to get rich. Let's see. You just got to change the game you're playing, man. Play a money game. It's all about changing the game. We're still all doing the same thing. Like I was saying the other day, I don't work to pay bills, but I work and I got to pay bills. I just don't order it like that. I'm not paying bills first. Fuck that. I'm investing first and then I'm paying bills. We're both doing the same thing. It's just the order in which you do it. I was going to look. Hold on just a second here. I don't know how many everybody. Okay, volume seems good. That was weird earlier. Assuming you guys can handle that. Change your mindset. That's it. All it is just a reorder. Sometimes it ain't even true, man. It's like you got to lie to yourself. I call that forward thinking.
First lesson of economics. You'll always have what you got. I have found in my... Here's the big challenge of life. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are.
Back up the time a little here.
That's the challenge. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got.
Jesus, guys, look at this.
I have found in my experience that income does not far exceed personal development. Now, sometimes income takes a lucky jump, but sure enough, unless you grow out where it is, it'll usually come back where you are. Life has strange ways. If somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly.
This is a 5-minute chart, man.
Otherwise, sure enough, it'll disappear.
That sure looks a lot like that, man.
Somebody once said, if you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets.
Here's the 5-minute chart on the TQ.
Incredible. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. Success is looking for a good place to stay.
2 hours later.
So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development.
I don't have time, Jared. I don't have time. Well, you went to the bathroom at 1 o'clock and you looked at your phone, stage 1. You put it in order and you put in a stop. Then you took your ass back to work. And then you look up and you're like, oh, wow, look, man, I'm up $900. I don't have time, Jared. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. You don't go to the bathroom? I don't have time. I don't know. That's all I hear. So back to the 1 minute. I like the 1 minute because I can move in and out because I got time and I can move in and out, make more money faster. But that's not needed. That's a 5-minute chart, man. It means once every 5 minutes, you just look over. That's it. That's literally a fucking perfect stage 4 decline, man. Now, you might have took a bump here. Maybe you did. Maybe you got in, come back, boom, knocked out. Cool, bring it down. We're making up for that now, right? Look at this one. Look at this run from this. When was this one? That was yesterday. So in a 5 minute, you're not going to do as many trades, right? you're not going to do as many, man. So you back this up, maybe do a 30-minute. You definitely ain't going to do many there. So they just got the breakout about 2 hours ago. So they should be on it. Stop loss here, 30 minutes here. Now this, if I was trading on 30-minute, I'd probably carry this over the next day, but I downsized the trade. You can't carry over as much as I'm trading. So I'm taking like $150,000 trades, man. So I can't carry that over. I could be blown out in the morning. Does that make sense? Somebody keep an eye on the time. If you see the time going up, let me know. Let me check these comments on YouTube. Are we? Yeah, we're updating. So let's get back to the 1 minute. Man, that 5 minute is perfect, huh? So we're just printing money, man. I know. We're just printing money here. Oh, well, it's just going up now, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's just going up. Money Flow said buy, we bought, now we just ride it up.
See, the major question to ask on the job is not what are you getting? The major question to ask on the job is what are you becoming? See, the big question is not what am I getting paid here? The big question is what am I becoming here? Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. Happiness is contained in what you become. So that's our major subject for tonight, personal development. Of all the assignments Mr. Schoaf gave me at age 25, this was probably the most difficult. In fact, I'm still working on this one. I think it's an unending challenge to see what you can become. The next subject is called Basic Laws. And it's good to study the basics. And I call these basics primarily because they come from the Bible. Now, I'm not a theologian or a minister, and that'll be apparent. But Mr. Schoaf taught me that the Bible was a good textbook for ideas and stories and success equations, how to live the better life.
Trimming right now at 35.47.
He also taught me that
First
the Bible
RSI
is as practical as it is spiritual.
Down to 400 shares.
If you look at your bank account and your income and you're not happy, there are several places in the Bible to check to see what the heck's wrong so you can make the changes. And we're going to cover some of those tonight called basics. Okay. The next subject is my favorite, setting goals.
Here's our breakout. We've been long this forever, it seems like.
Mr. Schoaf taught me how to set goals. What a favor that was. One morning at breakfast, shortly after I met him, he said, Jim, let me see your current list of goals, and let's go over them and talk about them. He said, maybe that's the best way I can help you get a better direction started. And I said, I don't have a list. He said, well, is it out in the car or home somewhere?
That reminds me of when GP DMs you and says, hey, let me see your homework from Sunday before the week. You're in the MFG, so let me see your homework. I don't have my homework, Gerald. Okay, maybe it's out in the car. Where'd you put it? So TQ continues to creep higher. Oh, someone just asked me something. I was going to look. That was Jim Rohn, man. Old school motivational person. Here's my favorite YouTuber. All right, so when was that? That's 4 years ago. Man, imagine you've been trading with me for 4 years. Everyone that has is doing a lot better, I assure you. A lot of people quit. They come and go, man. Let's see. I know I'm a hell of a lot richer, so I'm assuming a lot of people are, man. It's hard to be around me and not get wealthier. Just going to keep going. The point I was trying to make there is, we're about to get stopped out. I teach the exact same thing. Nothing changes. Exact same system, strategy. We're not hopping around, not changing it every most influencers, every time I turn around, they change it. They're doing something different, man.
I said, no, sir. I don't have a list anywhere. He said, well, young man, that's where we got to start. He said, I can tell you right now, if you don't have a list of your goals with you, he said, I can guess your bank balance within a few $100s, which he did. And that got my attention. I said, you mean my bank balance would change if I had a list of goals? He said, drastically. That day, I became a willing student how to set goals. And sure enough, learning how to set goals changed my life. And I often wondered why no one had ever taught me how to set goals up until age 25.
Now, right here, we call this a fake. I always wait for a confirmation candle. I never assume we're going down. I assume we're going to keep going up. Stocks go as much as 71% of the time. So this is game theory. We want to think in terms of probabilities, right? So like I posted this last night in Discord in our day trade room. But it's the same if you're not. It's the same on a daily chart. The process, take profit, intraday move, closing positions. But right here, it says think in terms of probabilities and not uncertainties, and think in terms of exact process of execution, entry, exit, targets. Okay, so we're trying to think of in terms of it, and then I give the my rules for entry, exit, and all that stuff. But that isn't as important. I could give you my exact rules, and you'll fuck it up if you don't have the overall mindset thought behind it. That's called Jim Rohn in the background, man. That's Jim Rohn.
I went to high school, but if they offered it, I missed it. I went to college for a year, never heard it. I worked for Sears. Really? And to my knowledge, Sears never taught it. Right? How to set goals. So here I am, age 25, married, my family's starting, I've been to college, I'm working, and I still don't know how to set goals.
One of my first
but
books,
fortunately, when I was 25, I met the man who taught me how. And it revolutionized my whole life. Economically, socially, personally, it's incredible. So I want to share with you tonight what Mr. Shove shared with me, how to set goals. It can be a life changer. Okay. The next subject is the negative part of the seminar. Life is part negative, so we got to talk about the negative. And this subject is called diseases of attitude. Diseases of attitude. There's a lot of things that can wreck your chances to do well. We live in a rather dangerous world, so you got to be not only wise, you got to be careful. Now, attitude diseases are just as bad as physical diseases, right? High blood pressure, heart trouble. I mean, a lot of things lace your chances to do well. So you've got to be careful. And attitude diseases are deadly. I mean, they'll destroy all the good things you start. Okay? So we'll go through those attitude diseases, how to spot them, how to look for them, what they are, and the cure. And I'm a pro on these because I've had them all, so I can give you excellent advice on these. Now, the last subject we're going to consider tonight is called the day that turns your life around. The day that turns your life around. And under this subject, we're going to talk about the emotions that can change your life. Human beings are emotional creatures, and emotions are powerful for change. Now, of course, emotions are so powerful, they can go either way on you. Emotions can either build or destroy. So you really have to employ emotions properly. We call civilization the intelligent management of human emotions. If you can intelligently apply your emotions in the right direction, no telling what can happen. Could turn your life around one day would be sufficient. So we'll talk about it.
Now, one of the things about the money flow, you can see we're in a little bit of a channel here. And this has been the way it's been trending all day. So this is when you want to do the fractal nature of time, the fractal nature of the markets, man. So you see that sideways there. You saw it here. You saw it back here, right? And we had taken our money here, and then we're sideways, sideways, sideways. That little dip actually got busted most of us out. We stopped out because that would be a stop out. It broke support, confirmation, and then right back in. So if you're trading on super short like that, as soon as you're out, you got to set up for the next trade to be ready. Now, I hear a lot of people say you can't trade on a phone. I don't know what the fuck to say. I've literally created everything I do so that I could do it on a phone and a pad. So I don't need to be at a desk. I don't need to be at a computer. Sometimes I'm over hanging out with my buddy who's a tie-dye artist. And while he's doing that, we're listening to music. I'm fucking trading, scanning through, checking on my swing trades. But during the day, I'm trying to grind some money, man. Right? So I'll take it with me. Shit. Here we go. We're breaking through. We can go shopping for and one of the reasons I did that, it was like so I could be a little more mobile. But I just tell everyone, hey, I'm trading, but yeah, I'd be happy to go. But if you see me on my phone, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I got to stop and trade a little bit. And, that allows you to be more mobile. So I've tried to get it where I can do everything from the pad. And, ideally, I'd rather be in my office with everything. But some days I just do it from bed, man, or I'm in there reading. So I got my pad beside me, especially if we're looking at like, one thing I'll do at night is I'll watch Bitcoin on a 1-minute chart. Right? So this is a daily. I don't know about you. Sideways up, sideways down, sideways up. Right? So we're trading. But let's pull this up on a 1 minute, man. So now we got Bitcoin on a 1 minute. Same thing. If you notice this pattern here, this looks very much like what we saw on the TQ, but well, TQ's already moved on. But we saw that similar pattern earlier. I guess that was earlier. But at night, I like to watch it, even if I'm not trading, I'll sometimes write down my entry because what I'm doing is I'm just watching the flow of price, man. I'm looking for these supply points. I'm looking for these anchor points. What am I doing? Just watching. I'm just playing. I'm trying to build intuition. Screen time. I hear a lot of traders talk about having less screen time. That's fucking ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, none of you have enough screen time, but you need less screen time. Like, I don't even know what that means. So, you need more, and so. I like to watch it at night. It helps you see the money flow. Here, we'll turn that off. We don't need to watch that and get sidetracked. But back here to the TQ. And that is a good way to kind of, watch, stay in flow. You can back trade. Like, I see people sometimes do that with, which I think is not a bad idea. If it, especially if you approach it right, you can do trading simulators, but you need to understand that it's different because it's not coming at you in real time. So in a simulator, you can get up and go to the bathroom, come back. You're just doing trade execution. You don't have the, I stopped looking, or, the phone rang and I looked over and then this keeps going. So the thing about live trade is it keeps going. It's not fucking waiting on you. And so that pressure isn't always there when you're doing a simulated trading. Entries and that's usually not people's problems, man. It's position sizing, taking profits is usually people's problem, not entries and exits. Anybody can do I can tell you exactly how I do entries and exits. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make the same. We were talking about that in Discord. I think it was Lenny. Where are we at on Discord here? So here we are in Discord. This is our TQQ channel. Let's see. That was us babbling earlier. Someone did perfect trading. I was complimenting them on that. I got to talking. So it's us just talking. Loading here. I was going to show you some of the things that I posted in there. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of talking in this Discord. Let's scroll up. But this is what it is. This is live trading in here. All right. So you'll see like throughout so I'm posting things. So when I get ready, I'm like, cool. Hey, we got a doji here. If this works, here's support. And then we're waiting on our trigger. So as I go through, right, as I'm trying to show people what I'm doing, trying to help them with that. I thought I posted a couple more pictures. What was that earlier today? Let me see. And then I got caught in a trade. I talked about that. Let's see. But traded my way out. So when we're getting this set up right there, look, you see that support? And then I remind of the thing. And so what we're trading is this. And so I'm saying, hey, this is us. We're right here. That was at 10:57. 1 minute. My man Doc says got in at 35:08. Scholar, I'm in. Right. So that's pretty cool, man. It's a fun way to learn. For me, it's a lot of fun because I usually trade alone, and that's fucking lonely at times. So it's cool to see other people, but everybody's on a different time frame too. You saw some of the, like the one guy in there, he's a chiropractor. So he's on a 5-minute chart, man. He can look every 5 minutes. He can't look. See, so right now, if he's cracking backs, there's nothing for him to do. Just let this trade drift, man. He trimmed. Now you can move there's an anchor or a pivot point. You can move your stop there, go about your work. You could put a trailing stop and just let it trail into the close, if that's what you wanted to do. So anybody can do these things. You just got to start to rearrange how you do things, man. And get in some good practice time. I practice all the time, dude. Some days, if I'm not feeling it, I just drop down and paper trade, man. I love paper trading. I try to treat it as real as possible. I try to treat it as an exercise of mind over will. Sometimes people will say, well, it's not quite the same. That's because you can't control your fucking mind like I can. I can make myself think it's real. Whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on grows. I can't think of a better way to think about it or focus on it than to do that, man. The money flow trading system is fractal. Fractal is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over again in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems. What time is it? It's almost closing time, huh? How do you join Discord? You got to get my book first, man. Then if you go to the Peters report, go to page, I think it's in the back, because we might not like you, man. I'm going to go look your ass up too. I'm going to get on Facebook. I'm going to look you up, man. If you're some left-wing fucking lock lunatic, I'm not trading with you. Post a lot of dumb shit. I'm not trading with you. Let's see. If I go to your fucking Instagram and all I see is you at the fucking beach with your shirt off, I'm not trading with you. Yeah, so Money Flow Trading Society private group. You just go there and email me, man. Let me know some shit. Some people just email me cryptic things. I like when they tell me things. I used to ask them to tell me about themselves, how long they've been trading, this and that. Now I just kind of see who will do that without me asking. Okay. I don't need your subscription fee, man. And we need it to run it, but that's not the main thing we're looking for. We're looking for, I'd rather have 500 Spartans that trade as well as I do than a bunch of dipshits in there just posting dumb things and smoking crack doing options. That's not of zero fuck interest to me. I'm trying to create killer traders, man. Yeah, look at this dividend channel. This is the thing I'm most proud of, though, to be honest, because not everybody can do this shorter term trading. But the only reason I show it is it's exactly the same. Look at my man Zan here. We post our dividends in there because people want, I do that on Facebook or our Instagram. So my people come through whenever they get dividends. I ask them to post. Now the lazy fucking ones, I know I'm too lazy. I can't screenshot it and come on over there and post it in there. You could spend 10 hours a day trying to help me, but I don't have 5 minutes to post my dividends. I get some of those. And that's the people, I don't even know why they're there. Let's see. So here's some of mine. Yeah, all you say don't participate in all these things. I don't even know why the fuck you're in here. I mean, what's the point? If you're too fucking lazy to make a screenshot and post and encourage other people, what's the point, man? These are about encouraging people. Because you'll look, that dividend's 250. There's a lot of people who'll be embarrassed to post that. Next time they post it, it'll be 475, and then they'll have 5 more. Here's what happens when you hang out with me. About a year later, you're out of debt, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, dude, I'm getting like $700 a month in dividends. And then all of a sudden it's 2,000. Then all of a sudden, my man Brett in our extreme yield ones. Let me find this. I'm sure. Ooh, we had a little fake breakdown. What time is it? No, don't let me mess up, man. I'm really proud of this one. Now, this channel is a private channel with inside of our thing. That way I don't have people in here that don't understand it. Let's go. These are for all the yield max stuff. These are everything in here is yields of 10 to 70%. Okay. Where's my man? I want to show you what he said the other day. This made me feel good, man. They were talking about, now my man Brett here is a retired police officer. He retired after 26 years on the force. He did not know much, anything really too much about stocks. And I'm not trying to take credit for this. This is all him, but it's my assistants. He says, and he runs this for us. He's in charge of this. He maintains a list of about 60, and then we rank them of the highest yielding funds, closed-end funds, business development, options, income funds, and we maintain a list of about 50 or 60. The goal is for everyone to be making enough money from those. They can just pay their bills. Everything else is gravy. So Brett shows this, and he says, just put this in perspective. This was yesterday at 3 o'clock. I didn't ask him. I just went by and saw it. I left my position as a police sergeant after 26 years of law enforcement with a pension of approximately $4,000 a month. Now, what makes me mad about that is, I make that from a rental, from about 7 rentals. So pension paying me approximately $4,000 a month in my life and my wife's life. Since meeting GP and investing properly, which is since 2002, I now have approximately $2,000 in dividends coming in every month, reinvesting and growing. So basically within less than 3 years, I'm already making half of what my 20-year pension was. Within a few years, I already talked to GP about this, equal or more. Actually, what happens is the math begins to grow exponentially. So in less than 18 months, he will have exceeded his 26-year pension, thereby doubling his income. And that'll be more than he probably made working full time. And here's the thing. If he don't need the money, it's only going to grow exponentially. And he's only 50-some years old, man. So I don't know. Maybe you're good. Maybe you don't need to double your income. That is what investing is about to me. It's not about retirement. Fuck retirement. This is not about retirement. This is about making the money that an average person would make at retirement in about 3 fucking years. If you're going to wait around till you're fucking 60 to make that, it's fucking ridiculous. You can make that in a fucking couple years, dude. I looked the other day. You know what my Social Security is going to be? I looked it up to compare it to my yield max. So in less than, 4 or 5 months, I've got the yield max to, last month was 1,500. This month will be like 2,300. Oh, we're getting stopped out. Let me close this out. I had a great day. I don't want to fuck it up. I should exceed what my Social Security will be just from yield max funds by the end of the year. That's after fucking how long of working. I'm going to exceed it by the end of the year. And that took 8 months. So in 8 months, I now make what my Social Security will pay me. That don't piss you guys off a little? You got family members living on Social Security. They could have done that in 8 months, man. I mean, it shocks me, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know why everyone's not obsessed with it. I don't know why I'm not everyone's best friend. I mean, it blows my mind, dude. The people I see people listening, it's like, my God, dude, what in the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like this Pina and the Breakfast Club. What a big circle jerk, man. I don't even know how people fall for this shit. Let's see. I know what it is, man. I know what made them fall on that one. I'm not allowed to say it because people will get mad at me. Let's see. Please tell me we're still streaming. Okay. Anyway, I'll show you a mess up I had. I called an audible on I'm out, by the way. I closed out. Great day today, guys. I made over 1,000 points. I got to assume a lot of you did too. Now, I was trading a lot more shares earlier. Actually, I ended up the day 965 points. At one point, I was trading 3,000 shares, though. So to be fair, that's probably why I'm at higher. Is I went to 3,000 at the perfect time. I don't know how to teach that. You could call it luck. I just felt like that was the time to go bigger. I don't like to tell people to go bigger because I think you should figure that out on your own. Yeah, one thing about Warren Buffett, too, that really inspired me that you guys may or may not know. Warren Buffett became a billionaire at, I think, 49 years old. It's 49 or 50. He's a billionaire. Now, what is he now? He has 130x since he was 50. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, what if I fucking 20x from here? I'd be worth $100 million, guys. If I could do fifth as good. Fuck, if I could do his 10th as good as he did from age 50. 1 fucking 10th. That shows you the power of that, man. So when, sometimes people, well, maybe I'm too late. That's crazy talk, man. Nobody's too late, man. You start today. Your grandma could be 70. By 78, she's a millionaire. If she lives to be 98, she dies worth $10 million. Or just stay fucking broke and live it from 70 to 90. Just stay broke the whole time. That's an option. It's never too late. Just put down the lotion, put your shirt on, get out of the pool, and you'll be good. What's up, Joseph? What's up, man? My man's always doing his homework. I got about 5 people in the MFG every Sunday show me they did their homework. Then you get about 300 of them. If I ask them, they didn't have time to do their homework. One day, all of them will have done their homework, and then I'll know we have arrived. We are the Spartans. Just a second. We're going to run through a couple stocks here. My hair looks terrible. What's up, GP? Got 5 minutes to close. Appreciate your major meals. Jeez, man. If you're watching on a TV, it's very easy to like something, right? You just take your remote, you click up, and then it'll pull it up, and then you click over, and there you go. You're able to like someone's shit. And if you don't like it, that's because you're an asshole. That's why. Okay? You're lazy, and that's what you are. This is literally the only way videos get seen is your friends click like, or the algorithm doesn't even alert your followers, by the way. It doesn't even alert my followers. So the reason you guys don't click is because you're an asshole. And here's the thing. It shows me who clicks. So whenever you guys are like, oh, let me ask Gerald a question, I go look. I'm like, oh, this asshole ain't clicked anything. Why am I talking to him? I don't actually do that because I'm not an asshole, so I still answer the question. But just so you know, friends of mine, I know who you are. I know what you click and like. So it'd be like being you're at a restaurant or a bar and your friend is the fucking bartender and you don't leave any tips. You just eat and leave. That's called a dick, by the way. So every once in a while, I feel like you have to remind people of this. as bluntly as you possibly can. We do have a move underway in we have a move underway. Here's what I'm gonna start doing though. I'm gonna start going through, seeing who clicked live, make a list, and then make a list of everyone that didn't, but watch the whole goddamn thing. And then I'm gonna call you on the phone if I know your number and ask you why. And if you don't have a good reason, I'm blocking you. It's gonna be my new thing. I used to check homework. Now I'm gonna check why you're not helping me. Because it's just a fucking button. The fact that it drives me crazy. I even got to ask. It's okay. Back to what we're saying. Bonds are breaking. Man, I've stopped even alerting on bonds. I can't keep doing it because it just goes lower and lower and fucking lower, and I feel terrible. I'm buying every stage one, and I'm going to keep buying every stage one all the way to zero. Take the U.S. Treasury bonds all the way to fucking zero. I'm going to buy them all the way down. I don't think that'll happen, but it actually looks like it. It might. Maybe it does. I don't know, man. But I'm buying it all the way down. And at some point, it's going to catch a rally, and then it's going to flip, man. It's going to run just like Bitcoin did. Hey, thanks for the badge, man. You're a good person, Greg. Oh, and that dude, I owe Bitcoin, man. DM me again, dude. I had you up, and then when I get another DM, it drops down. So if you're on here, I didn't blow you off, man. I pulled it up, and then I got sidetracked, and my wife, everybody got sick. So I appreciate that. You were the only one to help me out. I like this bond trade. I don't know, man. Like I said, let's check oil real quick. This is I'm going to show you something. I don't like this trade setup. You may have noticed that I didn't get long oil after we did it on this big run up. I didn't do it again, okay? One is, I don't like the obvious trades. Oh, war in the Middle East. We got to go by blah, blah, blah. That's too obvious. Stock market's never been like that, man. Stock market's never been so obvious that complete dipshits can call it. So there's our breakout day. The problem is the target's right here. And it's just far enough that that's going to be a target for the, people trading on the smaller time frames. So to me, that's not that attractive. I don't believe for a second oil just keeps running and it goes and goes. That's just not how the stock market works. Okay. It's never that easy. That's why there was no recession, because everybody thought there was a recession, and everyone is fucking wrong all the time. So if everyone's agreeing on it, I know what's not going to happen, because you just can't think through the market like that. It doesn't work. But it is a legitimate entry. It's still a legitimate, and I may be wrong. Maybe we build up here for a while. I'd rather see that, and then I'll get on it. This straight down, straight back. I don't like the setup because the target's too close. If it had come down into here and the RSI went extreme, yeah. Now we got to trade. Okay. Now we got to trade. Otherwise, I'd rather trade something else. And if you notice, I didn't get short the SPY. We're above the 200. I think we're in a bull market. I'm super bullish. There's zero reason to go into recession. We have record number employment. Retail sales are booming. Nobody's going to stop being stupid. They're going to just spend. I mean, anybody who's like, oh, I got to conserve. Nobody's doing that. So I've anticipated, we pull back to the 200. That'd be a normal pullback, and then we head on up higher. If we break this, different conversation. We got support here. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really have any, I just didn't want a tiny capital up trying to trade this little bitty down move. And partly because I day trade during the day. So we can grind it out. Today was a pretty even day, though. I think both sides could have made money. The short side and the long side could make money. What you don't want to do is switch back and forth throughout the day. You don't want to be short a minute and then a long minute. I mean, there's a rare trader that can do that, especially if you're new, especially if you're popping in and out, especially if you don't trade all the time. I would avoid doing that. Keep it super simple. Probably going to be setting up a private little Telegram group here for new day traders. And we'll paper trade on that. So we're all doing the same thing. I was just going to do it for like a week, and everyone in there is new. Like you actually are new. Not that you want to hang out in there. No, I don't want you in there. It needs to be new people. Fucking listen to me. And that's it. We're doing what I'm doing, not what you're doing. And that's the whole idea, is they're going to just fucking copy. 1 week. And the whole point of that is just to do the simple pattern and see what it is without input, without adding, you just do what I'm doing. And I'll post pictures of why I'm doing it. We may win, we may lose. I don't know. That's not the point. The point isn't to win or lose. The point is to see why I'm entering, what I'm looking at, and where my targets are. And that's what you're trying to do, man. If you're interested in that, just DM me. I don't want to do it unless I got at least 10 people. You got to be fucking new, though. Don't be in my group and you've been in my group for a long time and then you want to do that, because you're not going to listen. If you're good, you're good. If you don't have the time, don't do it either, man. That's the hard part. A lot of people don't have the time. But on Telegram will allow the people that are new to interact without worrying about older people and people who've been trading for a while and then them confusing you, because they might do things slightly different than me, which kind of makes it hard to learn when the older people are posting bad habits, like getting in early, getting in late. And that's not helping anybody. That's just your ego. So what I was hoping I think we need a sub channel. I thought about doing it in Discord, but I think it's better to do it out of Discord so that we can get new people in Discord. Does that make sense? Because a lot of the people are new. They don't know if they want to be in there or not, man. So this is a way for them to experience it. If you're interested in that, let me know. You obviously got to know some basics, man. You can't come in there. My buddy, Robert Biggerstaff, never owned a stock. He asked me to show him how to day trade. And I said, go buy the book, man, catch a few lives, and I hope you make it to the channel. In other words, I'm not showing you. I know him. He's too hard-headed. Too hard-headed. But anyway, I'll let you know more about that, man, if that's of interest. We did a boot camp once. I can't do that again. It was 30 days. It like drained my soul. We made a lot of money, though. Damn, Amazon's flying after hours. I just bought a chunk of Amazon too. What did we buy on the Amazon front? Let me see. Oh, hopefully this will be out shortly. From Chaos to Cash. I thought I did. Oh, you know what? I did the yield max. Have I not updated this motherfucker? We must have did that just in Discord. A lot of these yield max plays I just been doing in Discord, man. I'm not texting them out. I don't want anybody to be like, he's an influencer, and if it wouldn't have been for him, I wouldn't have done it. Because I'm too fucking stupid to make my own mind up. Influencer influenced me into it. Now, you ever see how fast they go to that shit when they lose money? When they make money, though, they can't even click like on a button. But Oh, quick, let them lose some money, though. They got a lot of shit to post. Let them make some money. They'll be like, wow, man, I was smart. I'm glad I bought that stock. Start losing some money. They got all kind of shit to post. I had a guy the other day doing it. I'm like, motherfucker, I never even heard of you. Now, because the stock went down, you're posting all the time? You ever think about doing that prior? So, makes me mad, man. Yeah, AMZU, man, is the one I added. It's not going to pop as big as Amazon. I don't know how big Amazon's going up right now, but this is a perfect setup, though. This is a stage 2, man. We had this conversation in Discord. People got confused. There's our stop zone. Here's our entry. There's 1, 2. There's 2 stage 1 entries. Where's our target? Up here, right? For swing trading. This is a swing trade. And there's our breakout. Well, this little fall down, that's not a reason to get out. You're still holding support, man. You wait. Next day, back up. Shit, if anything, I'd add to it. I always assume it's going up. I never assume it's going down. Never. Never. Because 70% of the time stocks go up. And so that's the gambler's edge is I'm assuming they go up. Once I'm in a trade, I assume it keeps going up. Now, if it violates this, then I'm violated. Then I have exit rules, right? We get out, man. We take a little hit and we get out. Let's see. I do appreciate everyone, even though I got mad. Even though Santa didn't bother clicking like or anything. I appreciate you guys, man. I hope you're doing well. What is today? Tuesday? We did almost $1,000 and we did almost 1,000 points in day trading the TQQQ today. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Is your book updated for day trading? It's the same, bro. It's the same. If you guys would actually fucking learn the money flow, it's the same. Nothing changes. It's all the same. The only thing different is targets. The very opening of the money flow, we talk about the fractal nature of price. It will take you about 2 years to learn the money flow. And that the reason is we have to change your life. It takes about 2 years to get you stop doing the dumb shit to doing the right shit. It takes about 2 years, man, to learn the money flow. And it's this right here is a daily chart. If we were to pull up, let's say AMZN, Amazon, let's pull it up on a 1 minute. Here's Amazon on a 1 minute. There ain't nothing different, man. Stage 2 breakout. Put your stop. Write it up. That's it. The only difference, when it starts to get into, look at this. When you start to get into where it starts to consolidate, the quicker you can figure that out, and that's a whole nother class. But yeah, man, it is no different, man. The only difference is time. Do you have time to do it? If you don't fuck with it, okay? If you can make more money grinding at work, focus on doing well, then do that, But if you can put up a 10-minute or 5-minute and do it, then you should and play with it. One reason is you're going to learn the money flow a lot faster because you're going to be, this right here is like 2 months on a daily chart, man, but it's 2 hours day trading. And so a lot of times people don't have that many trades on the money flow, where we might do 8 a day on this. We'll do it for a week. That's 40, 45. Do that for 6. I've taken 1,000 trades this year using the money flow. Exact, boom, entry, target, exit, entry. See what I'm saying? So, anything you've done 1,000 times this year, you've probably gotten better and better and better and better at it, right? So whether it be drawing, whether it be painting, whether it be doing push-ups, whatever, man. Rubbing the lotion on your friend, smoking the blunts, probably getting good. You done rolled 1,000 blunts this year, you're probably getting pretty good at it. That's how everything in life works, man. I appreciate you guys. If you don't have my free ebook, hit it. Hey, if you have time and you want to play around with that, let me know. My buddy Robert was trying to talk me into it, and I was like, bro, I can't teach you alone. That ain't gonna work, especially if you're new. New. But if you're not new, don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Probably use Telegram for that. It's the easiest. Doesn't cost anything, and Telegram and post, and it's easy, man. So we'll see. We'll see what's up, man. It's yeah, I can't teach a 53-year-old man never owned a stock in his life. I can't teach that guy. I mean, I could in theory, I guess, if we could do, probably be funny videos, but it's like, bro, if I got to do that, we got to have some other people in there or I'll go crazy. So we'll see. He probably won't commit though, but we'll see if he will. I doubt he will, because I don't know how he would commit. He's so busy, man. But that's all you can do, man. Appreciate you guys. YouTube. I can see if we got any YouTube questions. Oh man, what's going on YouTube? I can see if we got any. Oh, Amazon earnings are Thursday. Why is it ripping then? Yeah, I'm watching those airlines, Eric. I am definitely watching the airlines, man. There's so much stuff right now. That's why I haven't done anything. Is I'm watching, man. There's only so much money to go around, and there's some things that are setting up that I'd really like to take advantage of, but they're not quite there yet. It's just not quite there yet. So I had a guy the other day. He's like, "You ain't sent a text in a while." I'm like, "I know, man. There ain't shit to send. I'm waiting." So appreciate everyone, man.